Shalom, shalom, Israel. First of all, I give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah. Today I begin with another lesson on this little ATK and TKA beef. Now, I just learned about the Israeli today, so I really can't speak on it much. But the fact that I do know is there's two hot rappers right now, Young and Nation and Julio Fulio. Been going at it, and here's a little bit.
Both rappers are willing to put the past behind them, even if blood has been spilled. But once you take it to... Now, really fast, right? Because this is exactly what Yahweh Shai meant, man. Alright? When he said this. Matthew 5. Hold on. Okay, man, the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 43, it says, Ye have heard that it has been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. Verse 44, But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that despitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans do the same? And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so?
The water Rob y'all was up for that. But basically, they just been beefing because some of them killed each other. Now, does this remind me of this the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you do. He was a murderer from the beginning. You put on the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, and he is a liar and a father of it. Not so much the latter part, but the beginning part. Like you just be murdering your brother and not being peaceful at all with them. Like, yeah, the scripture says if you take a life, your life needs to be taken. But they be taking like one life, and they gotta take like the other side wants to take like 5 lives or 10. But the other verse like to hit. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in the heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and thou shalt not suffer sin upon him. So like, if you know your brother did you wrong, you shouldn't hate him. You should like go to him and talk to him. Now you can find this in the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. Salakia, book of Matthew chapter 18, verse 22. Salakia, verse 15. Moreover, if your brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So like, basically what I'm saying is like this beef could have been squashed. Like if Ace and Julio would have just talked it out. But say they tried that and the other person didn't listen. Verse 16. But if you will not hear thee, then take this up. Then take up with thee one or two, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word shall be established. And if you shall neglect to hear them, tell it to the church. Or so basically verse 16 saying like they should try to find 2 to 3 friends to speak when they're around. Just so they have backup. Like not to shoot each other or anything, but to basically tell the person to forgive them. But verse 17, if you said neglect to hear, tell it to the church. Or this will basically want to stop. But basically just forgive your brother about how somebody got edified. Not to give all honor glory to Yahweh Shalom.